Hello. Thanks for coming in today. My name is Ben. Have a seat. So you were interested in buying the Neobot for $1,000? Yeah, well, that was our old model. Now we have the Unobot. So, would you like to learn some things about the Unobot? So basically, it is a robot machine that is powered by AI, and it can help you do all sorts of household tasks. It can be your next caretaker. It can be compassionate and friendly and have a genuine conversation with you. It is the newest thing out there, and it is one of a kind. So if you are interested in learning about it, do let me know and I can continue. Okay, so since you're interested, I ask that you watch this short video demonstration that I will share with you from my screen right now. Please watch.
This new technology by Neobot allows you to have a fully immersive experience with what it's like to live with the newest robots out there. This robot can fold your laundry, cook for you, clean, and even pet your dog. How amazing is that? With this newest tech, you'll never have to worry about spilling milk. You'll never have to worry about cleaning up after someone. And they will keep your personal belongings safe and protected. Well, my personal take on this machine, it also looks super duper realistic. It's capable of lifting nearly 300 pounds, making your life so much easier. Well, what are you waiting for? For under $50,000, you can claim this one-of-a-kind robot as your own and even make it a personal companion. People all around are already falling in love with this robot.
Okay, so what did you think about that? Does it sound like something you're interested in? Wonderful. So we've had about 4,000 sales of this machine thus far. It's generally new and one of a kind, so you know how it is with anything new. People, human beings in particular, are not so good at taking risks and trying something new and adapting. We take a lot longer than most creatures out there in the universe. So people are skeptical, to say the least, but so far we have a 4.98 star rating, and it will stay that way because I believe in our product. So let me go over the pricing plan with you. It is currently $40,000. So that will take you to about $1,000 per month on a monthly plan if you decide to go with us. Okay? So you can do either or. You can rent it from us for that price, or you can purchase it for 40 grand, pull out your own loan. It's definitely worth every penny because it can do everything affordably for you without having to hire somebody to take care of you, especially if you have an older family member. This will do the job for them, thankfully, and get most of the problems out of your hair. And if you run into an issue, the best part is you can actually watch from the robot's eyes and toggle the issue yourself directly from the app. So, do you have any questions thus far? No, none of them have gone violent with anybody. The worst thing that's happened, it shut down in the middle of doing dishes and it dropped a cup in the sink and it broke. But it caused no bodily harm to the machine or anybody else. The issue was quickly resolved from our customer service department, and you can call 1-800-UNO-UNO1. So that will quickly resolve any substantial issues and concerns. These machines are not at risk of electrocution because of their material. Their skin is covered with this nickel and mesh coating, which protects them, kind of like if you've ever seen from Lord of the Rings, that kind of armor, shielding, protection. And it is easy to wash. You can just simply unzip the fabric and throw it in the wash, safely dry it, and place the coating mesh back on while the robot's charging. The charge time is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay? And I'm writing all this information down for you. And that full charge should let it last the whole day. So you feel free to charge overnight. You don't have to get up from your bed or from watching Netflix to unplug it. It will automatically turn off once it is fully charged. So you just sit it down, plug it into the wall, and it will charge. Okay? Wonderful. So, as you've seen from our video demonstration, it can do your dishes, it can do your laundry and fold them. It can put your dishes from the dishwasher when they're ready back onto the cabinets, and it has a self-timer. So like I said, it's powered with AI, so it's kind of hard to understand how quick things have unfolded in terms of technological advancements. It makes the iPhone look prehistoric now. But nonetheless, it can actually time cooking. It can time how long things are in the dishwasher. It knows when things are done. It can actually hear and listen and operate and respond accordingly. So just pretend as if it's just a caretaker at your house. It's going to be a little awkward at first. Most people report that awkwardness the first 5 weeks or so because of the odd amount of silence. Yeah, so it's just going to just do its tasks and listen to what you assign it to get done. It will respond back to you, but it does things very quietly, so it might even startle you at first if you walk around a corner and you see this machine. Don't be afraid. It can't bump into you. It's impossible. It's just going to stop what it's doing to make sure you are not in harm's way, and it's a mere 55 pounds. So, but it can lift up to 260 pounds, giving it any task possible. It can lift you off of your chair if you have a wheelchair or someone you know needs one. It cannot drive. It's not allowed to legally drive as of yet, but it can be in the passenger seat with you. That is allowed. and it can take your license, registration, and insurance if you get stopped by the police. It can open the glove compartment for you and do this. So it has the ability to do many successful tasks. It can assist you in putting you in your car if you have disabilities. It can tuck you into bed good night. And so it's a wonderful, fabulous thing. And I think it should honestly be embraced. So were you looking for the full term plan or the monthly plan? You'd like to start with the monthly at $1,000 a month. Gotcha. Now, what's your credit score? Oh, that's very wonderful. So 780 should be enough. And your income? 120,000 a year, 125,000. Okay. And you don't have any incurring loans, credit card debts? About 5,000. Okay. So it looks like from these numbers you gave me, you're approved. I don't need AI to tell me you are. That's actually more than enough. Well, of course, your debt to income ratio is extremely minimal. You don't have a car payment. So you're approved. Oh no, absurd. No, you do not give me any money today. Remember, you said you were doing the monthly installment payment? So if you were to pull out the loan for $40,000, then I'd say, yeah, you might want to give a down payment. We don't require one based on your credit or income or debt to income ratio. But you honestly would easily be approved for the $40,000 too. You won't even need to put a down payment. Yeah. So I'd rather full ownership than rental. Ownership gives you the right for 5 years of insurance protection in case anything, including a fire or a flood, occurs to cause damage to your bot. With rental, you are also protected, but you're only protected for the year. You know, it kind of entices people to buy, gives our company more business, obviously. So some options to weigh. Maybe I can rip this page out and you can think on it in your own time. Here you go. I'll give you some things to think about, dwell and reflect on. So next up are the features. Do you want as human and realistic looking as possible, or do you want it to look more like a machine? Machine, yeah. Makes it less creepy, I know. It's actually our most popular pick, believe it or not. The silicone bots just don't do it for some. I mean, we have some beautiful looking men and women bots, but they still have that dead eye glare that kind of gives it that eerie, creepy vibe. So I understand. It's not, especially if you have children, usually they don't pick those, or jealous partners. They're like, the man's looking up and down that female bot, right? Yeah. So, and some kids feel kind of, we've obviously done some human psychology testing with these machines, and what we've come to find is children are usually more scared of the bots that look more like humans because of that dead eye glare. So the other bots remind them more of like Disney movies and feel more friendly to them. So I would say you made the right choice. Now, what color do you want their mesh clothing to be? We have midnight blue. We have a very light baby pink. We have black, silver, white, neon green. Okay, we can go with that neon green. Yeah, just very similar to this pen. It's quite bright, and I think that's preferred. Either way, it's 20% of our 4,000 customers thus far in clientele. I picked the neon green because it's bright. It stands out. It doesn't just blend into your home, so it kind of makes it obvious it's there without you having to get snuck up from behind by it. You know what I mean? And kind of like in your peripheral vision, it kind of sticks out, so it's there. So it's not like scaring you as much. So, and it actually glows in the dark. So easy to find in the night. You can time it as well to only be active 9 hours a day. You can shut it off anytime. Push the button on the back of the head there. It's between the head and the neck, right kind of tucked in there. You'll see it. It's very obvious. It's a big red button like that. And it won't get up and walk around, it's not like those movies. Yeah, it's not going to cause any damage to your home or yourself, your personal property, others around you. It's going to be great entertainment for your guests. So honestly, for the price of the average car nowadays, 40 grand, it's a steal. It can do so much more than your vehicle can. So I'd give it a run. So now, these also can, speaking of run, in case of emergency, like your child is running across the street and about to be hit by a vehicle, God forbid, it can actually bolt 125 miles an hour in about 4 seconds to catch the kid. So it can run really fast if it needs to. It can walk as slow as it wants. Now, because it's AI powered and generated, you can ask it any question. Is there any AI platform or prompt or type of personality you'd like your machine to start off? You want it more like a womanly, kind of nurturing mother. Okay. A comforting, nurturing mother. Absolutely, we can program that into the bot. What else is it that you would like from it? Well, okay, I can think that's reasonable. Sure. We can see if we can do that. I see how an Italian accent could remind you of maybe your grandmother growing up. Perhaps we can work on that. No, there would not be extra fee. Okay. Yes. It can cook any meal, any dinner. Like I said, AI. So think AI. AI knows everything right now. So it can cook Middle Eastern, Greek food, Irish food. You name it, you got it. You ask it to cook. You just need to shop and get the ingredients. It can't do that for you right now, okay? It's not yet able to conceive to the point where it can drive itself to the grocery store, get the food items, and come back home. No, so not yet. But yeah, that would be like $120,000 machine, if not 150. So, do you want it to be at bed by 9 p.m., 8 p.m.? Okay. And you want it to wake up? Okay. Is there anyone else it needs to take care of during the day? The more it does, the more battery it drains. Now, it does have a 10 to 12 hour running operating time. If you constantly have it do task after task after task, you're going to wear it out pretty quick. The batteries do degrade over time. You'll start to notice it maybe runs on 6 hours, 8 hours after a while. So, they will need replacing. The good news is because you're renting, the battery replacement is absolutely free, and any repairs. If you purchase it, the battery's on you. So it's $12.50 per battery. Okay. This one specifically cannot change its own battery, even if you have multiple. Okay. It can do car repair work, so if you are in need of mechanic work, it absolutely can. All right. Okay. So, what county do you live in? Okay, because Osceola Shianda County is not allowing these bots into people's homes who are under 60 for now. Okay. Yeah, only for the more elderly. I know that's not old, but I have to say that by law. Okay, so you're not within like 250 feet of a church or a nuclear power plant. Okay, all right, wonderful. So if you could sign here and confirm that you would like to make this transaction. Yes, and I will go ahead and sign as well. and make today's day and time noticeable. Yeah, it's crazy how quick advancement's happening. It's so cool. Yeah, there's a lot more machines and flying cars coming out and quantum stuff next year. So it's going to be so incredible what's to come. I don't even think people are really ready and prepared. Oh, did I tell you these can swim? Yeah, they're completely and entirely hydrophobic. Of course, it can do laundry and dishes. It can help you in the shower, so it has to be. Yeah, so it can help you in a swimming pool. You can bring it with you in the passenger side and then have it step out into the world. It's completely legal. You can go to the bar, have a drink with it. Okay. So here's your signed document. Oh, I have a paper under this paper that shows me everything I wrote. So I have it in your records. So how would you like to pay? Cash, credit? Yeah, you have to. The only deposit you really have to give is your first month payment, just like a rent payment at a house or apartment or condo. So you do have to give us $1,000 now. The shipment is in 2.5 weeks. If you're international, 3.5 weeks. So the monthly cycle won't actually start until you hit play on the machine, and that will immediately ping us, and that will immediately start your first 30 days. So you're not gonna have to pay $1,000 and then only enjoy the first week and a half because the shipping took too long. It's gonna be charging you, after the 30 days of full ownership. Yeah, so it's gonna come in your door in this huge cardboard box like anything else. Your mail driver probably is gonna be ticked off at you because it's going to be not so heavy. I mean, it's 55 plus the packaging. It might be about 65 or odd pounds. But it's going to come in that cardboard and you take it out. You can ask the driver if they can unbox it for you. I personally wouldn't, because not everyone's a fan of AI nowadays, and you might get an unwelcome response from someone. So, but just, bring it in if you're obviously in need of caretaking or someone you know or love, and you ship it to their door, then I would recommend getting that mailman to help, or, you help the one in need of caretaking. Yeah, it might take everyone's job, I mean, my job. Pretty easy, boring, and self-explanatory. A machine could easily do my job. All I have to do is just ask you questions and sign a paper. That's it, and show you a video, But, I think, I feel like that's the world and that we live in, that's where we're going. We've had to advance from, electricity. Everyone was so scared of electronics. And, we went from cassettes to CDs to internet to laptop computers to iPads and iPhones. And now we're here in AI. Now we're going to be in quantum next. And now space travel next. After that, probably interstellar, So, people are always going to be in fear. That's just human nature. I was hesitant at first to work here because I'm like, am I really contributing to this downfall of society? Is it really going to be that bad? But I feel like it's going to be very good as well. Even though caretakers may lose their jobs now, I feel as though it's still going to help a lot of people who couldn't afford these expensive ass retirement homes. Ooh, excuse my language, but it's true. Who can afford $5,000 a month, and that's not even a nice retirement home, first of all. So, this is going to change lives. For $1,000 a month, you don't need someone talking back to you, treating you bad, or, being harsh with your parent. It's neutral. It doesn't care. It's just there to help you. It can emulate empathy and compassion, but it doesn't have an agenda. It's pre-programmed to do its job, and that's all. So, I don't know. Maybe that kind of calms your mind, because again, the first few weeks are going to be odd. I'm not allowed to ask specifically what you're using this machine for. That's why I keep saying for you or for someone you love. It's a law thing, so, but whatever your use for this machine is, I hope it's with good intents, and yeah, do not punch, kick it, lie to it, try to steal from it, mess with it in any way, shape, or form. You're risking consequence doing that. So just be nice to it. Treat it as you'd want to be treated, okay? It's still a being. It's still somewhat semi-sentient. So, don't mess around with it, okay? Don't try to, splash water on it or, just be nice, okay? Be friendly, okay? Treat it like your pet, your companion. Give it some love, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's a being giving you a free service. I mean, it doesn't gain anything from it. So, yeah. And don't worry about the takeover thing. That's nonsense. These are all pre-programmed individually. They're not connected. Like how we aren't connected to our next door neighbor, that those machines are not connected all in one to each other. We made sure in the coding that would not occur. So I hope you enjoy your purchase and expect it to arrive in, 2.5 weeks. Could you give me an address? Okay, and that's in Rhode Island. Okay. Zip code? Okay. Oh, shipping is free. Yeah. Shipping is free. That's part of the charge. Well, thank you so much. And, leave us a 5-star rating online. Let us know what you think. Give us a call if you have any questions anytime, and I'll see you around.